Kind of fun playing up here in the loft because where you can't stand up, it's like, it reminds me of being in a McDonald's playhouse. There's some right down in here. Boom. Time to go to bed. The longer you spend in there, the more you notice the little things they had to do. I'm no expert on tiny houses. I'm just the guy who comes and films them. You got this fun ladder, the hooks when it's down on the ground, and actually there's another hook so it can hang up. So if you don't want to just sitting against the ground down there on the bottom, I mean on the flooring, because if you're trying to get down here, it's always good to have the additional support to help. All right, so we're gonna get in this corner right here and take a photo of the loft. Get another one right here. In case you're wondering, we are in the Phelps tiny house, and I mean, if I wasn't scared of falling off, I could probably sleep right here. It's pretty cozy. This house is currently, as you can tell by all the lights on, hooked up to electricity, which is really nice because the AC's blown in here. It's not too hot. You know, it's a hot summer day, maybe the morning, but it's still hot. So this is it's pretty convenient, pretty nice. So let's get one more shot right here. Just that. Maybe up the window. I'm getting up close too. Right here up the window. It's kind of fun playing up here in the loft because where you can't stand up, it's like, it reminds me of being in a McDonald's playhouse. Tiny houses? I mean, if this was my tiny house, I'd be pretty high. But let's just get something at the latch there. So there we go. We're done with up here. Unless we want to get like a artistic shot like that, which is actually wasn't much effort, so I want to say artistic. So now we're going to try to dismount. We're going to try to get off this ladder and get down here. We can take some shots of the ground floor. So here we go. I found this is the best approach to get down, at least for me. You might have an easier time though. Alright, camera. And there we go. Not too bad. And as you can see, after we're all said and done, we can hang it back up. That way it's not cluttering up the ground area, because it's a tiny house. You need to optimize every space you can get. Right here's the bedroom. As you can see, at least on my camera, two different color temps going on. That's always fun. Let's turn that light on. Didn't help too much. Might have made it worse. Oh well, let's get a shot of it with the lights on. And before I messy up this bed by jumping on it, let's get some photos too. Let's get the breaker box on. You guys may have noticed, but there's some ray down in here. I think that's ray down. It could be an off-brand ray down. I don't know. Look at these outlets too. 2 outlets on the bed. You charge 4 phones. Cabinets look good in here too. There's a hammer in here. I wonder if that goes with you. Probably not. And yeah, the bed's on this nice little stand here. And once it's all said and done, it's not time. It's time to go to bed. All the lights on, but that's okay. You're just taking a little nap. Just shut the door. Boom. Time to go to bed. There we go. Currently the house isn't leveled properly because it was where it was just moved here. So the doors do open up. It's just a little lopsided at the moment. No big deal. Everything else stays in place. It's just the doors don't want to stay in place because of that. But you know, if you're living in this house, I imagine you'd have it leveled. So you'd want it leveled because I don't think you'd be moving it a lot. So let's go around. Let's get some more photos. So we're just going for as many different types of photos as we can get. Yeah, show those cabinets off. As you can tell, the students as well as Dawn Page have been working very hard on this tiny house. Look at that sink. That's a pretty nice sink. That's one of those fancy ones. That's not one of those basic ones you buy at Lowe's. That's a nice sink. Oh, and look at this. You can hang up your utensils on this too. That's pretty nice. Look at that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these small sinks. You can't really put like your there's a place for your toothbrush or whatnot, but in a tiny house you might want a big counter space anyways. This thing looks lopsided on my head. There we go. Looks a little better. Alright, let's see here we can get this shower. See what they're doing back there too. Look at them. Are they working hard or hardly working? Alright. So, we had 2 shots. We get this here. Another shot right here. I think when they initially were putting this, like there's a big water thing going on. Life's better on the water. We got Ahoy. We got another Ahoy up in the loft area. This has to be a loft area too, I guess. And we got the lake house, so there's a theme going on here. And adventure awaits. So that's nice. Maybe you might want to put this house on the lake. Look, you even got this little bit of storage area down here. You know, storage area, that's always nice in a tiny house. Got this area right here. You can probably put some shoes. Get your shoes out of the way. Put anything else you want. The stairs do not lift up. We got that. Got the hot plate. Oh yeah, we got the exhaust up here. Gotta have an exhaust. I wish my house had an exhaust. Let's open up all these cabinets. Let's get a nice little shot. Check out that cabinet space. You got a lot in here. If you're not big on cooking, you can always use your kitchen storage space. Maybe you might want to put your clothes in here. I mean, it's a tiny house. You gotta do what you can. Right here we got the fancy water heater. A tiny house deserves a tiny water heater. It just makes sense. You don't want a full-size water heater in here. Oh, and you got this space right up here for storage too. Oh, I didn't even notice that. The longer you spend in there, the more you notice the little things they had to do. For example, I mean, just take notice. Take notice of this. This is lifted, probably so that you can make room for all the plumbing and everything under here, for the bathroom, the sink, and all that. This is a very clever way of utilizing your space to hide all your wiring and everything like that. And a neat, easy to get to way. At least that is my understanding of the tiny houses anyways. I'm no expert on tiny houses. I'm just the guy who comes and films them. And takes occasional photos. But I know enough. I know a lot about them now, especially when it comes to making the most out of the space. Now, I love the amount of outlets in this house. The outlets, there's more outlets in this house than outlets in my house. And so, I'm about to just sell my house and buy this. Oh, this is good too. That's good. Alright, let's see, what else can we get in here? I don't really want to leave this area because the AC is blowing. It feels good. I wonder if I'm missing anything. I mean, let's check out the space underneath the bed. Is it hollow? Because if so, that's a bunch of storage space. Yeah, you get a bunch of storage space under the bed too, which is very convenient. Because I know in some other tiny houses, this is actually solid. Like the board underneath, the platform underneath the bed. So you can't actually put anything. But this is a good use of that. So you can put whatever you want needed to under here. That's pretty awesome. Alright. And also, look at these lights. These lights are very nice too. They're all uniform. They all look good. Flush. So, big fan of these lights too. But yeah, that's this is a glimpse of the Phelps tiny house. You know, despite COVID and everything, they got it done and it looks good. Let's check out the outside. Look at this. It looks good. I love that actually. Some people may not like yellow, but I love yellow, so that looks good. But I think Don's already talked about ways that he can improve next year's build, but we don't want to spoil anything like that. With another year comes even more tiny houses, so stay tuned and follow the KVAC Facebook page. So we'll holler at you later. Whew.